evening, everyone. Welcome back to another late night here on the East Coast. How y'all doing? Really pretty good? Does this look okay? Hope it looks okay. Also, somehow Dwarf Fort just got unmuted. And if this doesn't signify our fortress, nothing else will. Love it. A yak cow is starving. Of course, we live in a desert. It is a bazillion degrees. Life is... No, we don't live in a desert. That was last time. We live in the middle of a freezing wasteland of some sort, anyway. Because spring and winter, we have ice. In our moat. Hit the unpause button. And I gotta spend 30 seconds here. I do remember I was building the moat. Okay, I vaguely recall all this stuff. I remember, yes, we're gonna have the moat inside the dining room, which is very cool. Here's our workshops. We've already got that set up. That's nice. And we're working on, I think we were gonna do bedrooms for these guys, a floor below. For the crafts dwarves. I think that was a plan. So how big are crafts dwarves? Well, they're a step up from farmers, right? So farmers just have the 2x2 rooms. I think we'll give craft stores... Do we give them a proper 3x3, or is that a little big? Maybe they also just deserve 2x2. It's hard to say. Maybe some elite craft stores could get promoted. Have some nicer bedrooms. I don't know. Something to think about. We're also in the process of... Okay, good. We do have the archery range set up. I think we just need bolts.
Springtime. All things are made new.
All things are made new.
Turns to spring. Embrace success and all new things.
That's terrifying. That reminds me of something that would play it like Alpha Centauri. When you research a new technology. I don't know. Of course, though, I had to save and quit right before spring. So, here's the autosave. Oh well. But the good news is, we've survived a year. Not bad. I think we're doing pretty good. We haven't lost anybody as far as I can recall. I don't remember anyone dying in this fortress anyway. I don't know if I love the fact that there is a chair sitting on top of our drawbridge that will get flung like nuts if we try and move it, but whatever. There's. Okay, is this still ice for now? Okay, I'm one... It happens to me all the time. If I sit down and I'm slightly off center, I will always hit my keys, like one to the side. Yeah, it is still technically ice. I think for now we just leave it. We'll wait till next winter, I think, to properly make the moat. I don't think that's really going to matter. So let's go ahead and channel this guy out. There's going to be a little bit of flooding just from the pockets of water, but nothing major. As long as we don't strike the actual river, we're okay. There's a lot to be said for, you know, just while we're here mining, maybe a little bit of this iron. We're not going to be able to get to it, and it's going to bug guys out and stuff. We'll just call it a loss. It'll be fine. Okay, so what we want to queue up. So this whole area here is going to be hollowed out. Oh yeah, we already dug that. Okay, well we want to dig that over here. Oh, whatever, we'll do it later. As long as we do this in the winter, it's not going to be too bad. 8 idlers, eh? Okay, who's idle currently? Well, our militia, which is 4. Yeah, we'll assign somebody here. So who, okay, currently, Ninja is a super good legendary woodcrafter. Did we put Ninja in the military? Thank goodness, no. That's right, because he went and he made our first artifact. Okay, see, I'm remembering. Well, I don't want you on fish dissection. Looks like that's pretty much all you did. So, we're actually going to put you onto... Right here. Crafts, wood crafting. You can go ahead and craft all the wood you need. I'm also actually going to put you on crossbow making as well. It's similar. It's not super related, but for now, that's what we'll do. And I will get a crafts workshop here. Wood furnace, we do want somebody making charcoal at some point, because we haven't found any coal just yet. We don't need this production up and running at the moment. I want eventually, but not something we need right now. Collect sand. We can't collect sand because we don't have bags. We need the tailor to make bags, but you know, eventually we'll get these things going. Got bins here, excellent. Doing crossbows, rock crafts, rock mugs. So origami here is trying to build something. You want silk cloth, rough gems. We have that. Rock, we have that. We do not have the silk cloth, however. We are currently making the wooden bolts. Perfect. Silk cloth, eh? I'm gonna try and do the cheese strat, see if we can still do that. Looks like you may be able to. But we should definitely have rough gems. I don't know if I bugged him out or not. What are you doing, little guy? Yeah, he's hauling some rocks down. Okay. Collect sand, right. Do not have sand, you're correct. I know we have a gem stockpile somewhere, right? Surely. Did I make this finished goods? Yeah. So we're gonna set up a furniture stockpile, make it in this room here. This furniture is something you always end up with way too much of. As for a gem stockpile, we do like gems here. I want to chop some of this out anyway, especially this right here. So why not? Definitely use the gem stockpile. But I am certain. So right here is the gem stockpile. We have rough gems, you silly goose. Let's see. Do we have anything inside these? Maybe we actually haven't mined any gems and we just built the stockpile for it. That could be. Well, we could. There's some gems outside I could quickly mine. Is this some? No, that's limonite, which is an iron. Okay, let's get these gems real quick. Double check there's none just above us in an easy spot. No, okay. There's certainly some down here. There's a bunch in this cavern, which is nice. You can start collecting those. Some up in that wall there. I think we'll leave those for just now. Okay, that's terrifying. At some point, this entire wall is going to be glass, actually. It's going to take a while to do that, but for the meantime, we could always chop this whole thing. Just keep it in mind. Do that up. I'm afraid if I do that, I won't remember. Yeah, you know what I mean? To like get the glass. So maybe we do this for now. Certainly, though, we can get these ones. That's quite a bit of gems. We'll collect the internal ones and just build walls where they were, which will be fine. We're not going to be able to engrave them, but that's okay. This is a craft store area. Yeah, that purring was, yeah. Yeah, minor heart attack. So, what we can do here is, I'm pretty sure we can claim those and does, yeah. So this is actually, the cheese is still real. Let's go ahead and forbid all that again. Get origami collecting some more. Now, annoyingly, the dwarves are a bit derp. So they, the Z-axis is counted as one tile, which is the importance of having a central staircase for your fortress. As cool as things are, this is the big issue for it until you get stockpile set up. So my mason will be like, oh, the closest stone to me is the one right above me. It's like, no. There's one right there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles away. But the way he sees it is 1, 2, 3 tiles away. Which, not quite. Oh, one of our cows starved to death. It's a hard knock life. So silk cloth is an issue. We're actually not going to be able to get... Do I have my mechanic? Yeah, we need some mechanisms. At least until we get some crafts going. And who is our craft dwarf? By change. Who do I have on rock crafts? It is... I don't know. Crafting. I'm so blind. Here we go. I just saw it for a second. Stone crafting. We have Sleepy Bear on it. Okay, Sleepy Bear. What are you currently doing? And give me a very good reason. Oh, we have a baby here that we don't have a name for. How old are you? Baby. I have no idea. Should say here, 10 years old. Well, it's gonna be a while till you do something. Customize name. Normally give it Bunyip. Perfect. Oh, Masterpiece Highwood bolts. Excellent. Unfortunately, those bolts are just wood, but you know, something. But yeah, the silk cloth is going to be a problem. We don't actually have a means of producing silk currently. So we are going to have to wait for a trader to show up and hope that they have silk. And I believe if we're lucky, we'll meet the humans. Humans come in winter, so origami's likely to go insane before that point. And you might say to me, well now, surely you could get silk some other way. And I would love to say you're right. I don't know if you are. Spider. Spiders make silk. We don't have giant spiders on the map. Okay, hang on. Why is my one guy dehydrated? Where is he? Okay, well, he's an idiot. I don't exactly know how he climbed on top of the wall. But he did. So because of that, we actually need to build an upstairs. It doesn't really matter where we put it. That noise.
maybe one of the birds lifted him up. I'm not sure. All I know is until we build this, yeah, the guys probably die. Let's wait till origami comes back. Time to drown some doors, that's right. Hey, Mr. Grinch. Well, right now we're not doing a whole lot. We're just kind of relaxing. So we have a slight problem. The problem is one of our dwarves has a strange mood. They get these randomly. There is a sort of a ticker for it. But here, let me zoom in a little, make it a little easier. To help at all? There's like dwarves and stuff. So I can explain real quick. All this shit, these are just like chunks of stone. We can refine these to make stuff like buildings or doors, whatever. These are all little workshops I have. Like a mechanics workshop. We got a craft dwarf workshop. The specifics of which is which doesn't exactly matter. You know, for just the casual viewer. The problem right now is this guy right here. So this is origami. He's entered a strange mood. And he's going to, he's like insane. He will not eat, he will not sleep, he will not drink. He's just going to sit in that workshop until he gets everything he wants because he has a vision in his mind of this grand construct. This craft that no other dwarf could ever make. And actually, if we go ahead and look at origami here, he says he wants rough gems. I can get those. He wants rock and specifically silk cloth. If he doesn't get that, he will eventually just kill himself. So that's, you know, fine. It's suboptimal, but, you know, we can survive it. It's just then everyone else gets a little bit upset. So I'm just trying to figure out ways. It's spring now, and I'm just trying to figure out ways that I can get access to silk cloth. I have this as pen pasture, right? Yeah, so they should come here to eat. Oh, maybe they can't walk to it. Could be. So the problem is origami is, like, I could build a loom. The thing is, I can't make silk. To make silk, you actually need spider silk, unfortunately. It's not just, I can't just use cloth for it, so yeah. But I could build a loom. We do have one actually, right up here. So I just need to put somebody on weaving. Go ahead and give that to, just anyone, I think. We have a gem setter here. What does our gem setter currently do? Jewelry, that's useful. Let's also go ahead and put you onto weaving and clothes making. And glass making's fun. Make something out of leaves. Well, I can Google that. You didn't used to be able to. So, Dwarf Fortress, silk cloth. Okay, silk thread can be gathered from the webs of brown recluse spiders, Spider-Men, phantom spiders, etc., etc., etc. Now you need to get webs. Yeah. You can make, basically like hemp, or what do they call it in this game? Pigtail? You can make pigtail cloth, but it's not silk, specifically. And for that, well, okay. There's something we can do. There's this thing called the cavern. It's an area way down, fairly deep in the map. It's got all number of terrible things. And you actually don't really want to go there because there's a good chance everything you have, know, and love is going to die when you get there. But We can dig down, see if we can find it, and there may be spiders there. And maybe we can send some military down to go piss on them for a little bit. Because our military's garbage right now, and we don't have much of them. And then maybe, with all these asterisks, we'll get lucky. Get some silk. Cancels dig. Dangerous terrain. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that we expected that to happen, though. It's only a little bit of water. You should be totally fine, by the way. Because it's literally just a very small amount of water. You should definitely be okay. What? I was gonna say, it's 1 out of 7. Yeah, I was like, there's no way this water's deep, boys. I made sure it wouldn't be. We'll try, though. Okay, yeah, our diagnoser is starving. Is he still... No one's built this, huh? Okay. Right, it's spring, so we can't do our pigtails yet. Well, we need someone to quickly run over and build the fell tree. Yeah. I just don't want my guy to starve to death is the problem. If someone could build that, I'm sure who I have do this here. The wall detailing guy? Okay, we're gonna take that off. You don't haul. Don't worry about that. Build walls, perfect. Okay, so he should immediately run over. Start doing it. Who is that? Aeon of Horus. Okay, he's gonna eat. Our guy's starving to death, but it's probably okay if you decide to eat and just let him die. What are you doing, Valen? Oh, who's my military guy? Oh, perfect. So, yeah, don't do that, don't do that. Just that, don't haul anything. You're gonna be in the military anyway. Okay, I know you want to store the item in the bin. Again, somebody is going to die here. So I can go ahead and put your stoneworking back on. Others just don't care. It's like, whatever, that guy's gonna die. Not my problem. Nice. Okay, did anyone build that yet? Yes, I know. You can't weave thread in the cloth. Okay. Somebody going to have this guy not die. Well, you're detailing a wall. What about Valent here? No job. Really? I'll give you architecture as well. I just need somebody to, like, make that. Oh, is it that... Can no one reach it? Is that the problem? I mean, you can definitely run down there. Oh yeah, but you can't get up. Oh! Oh, he's dead anyway. Yeah, there goes our doctor. Damn. Okay, I see. I mean, they could have done that previously. But whatever. We don't need that built now. Yes, fine. Alright, let's go to our squads here. I want you guys to be active in training, if you could. So the nice thing is, no one's gonna be sad about that guy's death, because we're not gonna find it for a long time. I'm just not gonna let them up there. Eventually we will, and it'll be sad. Okay. Collect webs if you could. I would love to weave silk cloth, thank you. And we'll see. Maybe we'll get away with it. Sorry, Soul of Silver. It is sad, man. You know? Oh my god, like I'm raging out. There we go. Oh, they found him. Actually, I lied. Derp. Who found him? How did you find this guy? The fuck? How did you find this man? Oh, I guess you just spotted him up there, eh? Like, oh, there's a body there. Okay, yeah. That's fair. Okay, well, I actually need one of these now. Need an up-down stair about here. And that explains some of our other issues as well. Like why the bridge never got built. Shoot. I want the bridge that raises up, sorry. Perfect. You're better at hiding bodies? I'm glad. Let's make this out of something nice. Like, maybe just make it out of wood. No, it's gotta be cool. Well, I guess technically it's a wooden wall, so a wooden drawbridge wouldn't look too bad. Make it out of cherry wood then. This might go too. Drop off inaccessible. They'll be fine. Oh, what the fuck? Is there another guy up here? Yeah, Eat My Ferret got up there somehow. Wait, how are they getting up here? But then can't get down? I'm legitimately confused by that. Okay, here we go. Well, we found the cavern layer. So I think these are spider webs. Nope. That. So there's our cave spider silk web. So that's what we need. There will be a whole bunch of terrible things in here. Reptile, women, and stuff. And that's us. Okay. Okay, let's cancel digging here for now. Oh, we got some issues. Okay, let's concentrate on just getting a little bit of silk. There's actually a bunch over here. So let's get an up-down stair right there. Up, down stair right there. Oh. A reptile women, you said? Yeah, sorry, Garmin, calm down. So, to be super safe, we're just going to set a stairway up like this. And we're going to be noble rooms here at some point. Don't really want this getting into our nobles. So, mine like so. And we'll bring this staircase. Oh, shit. That's awkward. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we'll just drop that here then. So then we'll be able to get down there and get to our stuff. And the important thing we need to do is go down to this one, and this is the drop off. This is what descends into here. We actually need to cancel these. Need to make these just upstairs. Let's see, upstairs. F. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. So that hopefully nothing can get up in the middle. In fact, change my mind. Let's just don't do this whole floor in general. And in fact, I want you to remove that stair. Thanks. Let's play it safe. I don't know how, I don't know how our dwarves got up here, and it really does suck that we lost the doctor, but that's always the case. The doctor always does something stupid, because they're like the most important one. Are you guys training by chance? Maybe. So, need 10 undisturbed thread. Alright. Well, we're working on the whole thread thing. What is that? It's a turtle. Cute, I guess. The good news is we're going to be able to save origami. The bad news is Vegasur is like hella dead. I'm not sure that's bad news, actually. Bad-ish news. Oh yeah, origami is one of my miners. I'm like, why aren't my miners doing the mining thing? Hey, migrants, perfect. New rule. When you're a migrant, we covered drowning. We talked about dwarven drowning. It's a real issue. We have managed to get that one on lock. Stop jumping on top of my goddamn wall. Alright? Stop that. You're a dwarf and you want to be part of the colony. You want to feel like you're cool. Don't jump on the wall. It actually, it's a little bit frustrating. We'll get that clear right now. It's a little bit frustrating. And it causes problems. And that bridge still ain't built. I mean, I do have people, tasks, just for that. Like, this guy. The fuck? Inactive suspended. Oh, shit. Ah, dang. What are you doing? You were probably about to do it, and I just canceled it. Oopsie days. Alright. You're off stone detailing. Can I cancel the job? Well, let me do it before. New job. I don't know. Figure it out. Struck bloodstone. Now the risky thing is, in saving origami, we may end up getting everybody killed because we're getting into the cavern, which is super no bueno. But that's okay. Someone can just build this though. Okay, what is Borrow doing? Because he's the guy, you know? Technically, I shouldn't even have to tell you to do this. Technically, it should be Borrow's job. He's my filthy current leader. What are you doing, you damn fool? Okay, you're doing all this stuff. That's good. Okay, new rule. Expedition leaders, nobles, they don't have to worry about stuff. Like, hauling. Okay, like, there's some terrifying shit happening right now. Oh yeah, it's us digging down into this thing I was worried about digging down into. Okay. Oh, did my game just crash? Yeah. Oh. Okay. I don't know what I did. Well, I did a bad, I guess. Dwarf Fort doesn't crash often, but it does crash. And now you can see the sick opening. The opening cutscene. Well, damn, son. Oh, yeah, you're right. I might be able to save you in the dock now, yeah. Yeah, I broke it, guys. It was my dang. Well, I'm not sure, actually, Origami, because this will be, Yeah, there is the doctor. Okay. Well, let's get this going. So, the bridge. At least I know what I'm doing now. You know, like we already have plans. I want this out of cherry wood, please. Delicious. Okay. So, borrowed. You don't haul. That's just not what you do. You have your architecture. Perfect. Great. Mine that out. Let's queue up mining out the gems. I know I didn't do these ones last time, but it's fine. We do need gems. That's a thing we need. Okay, those are going. Not sure. We'll probably turn this into gem storage at some point. That's our Great Hall. We're going to leave that. I don't like to touch the Great Hall. And something like this is how we want to descend here. Not perfect, but something like that is how we get to our cavern. So we can have people safely collect web. Make sure we get these guys on training. Perfection. Did I make this a barracks yet? No, I have not. Okay. That is a barracks. Yes. Do I need to set this as a stockpile or something? Have those guys. I think you actually have to build an armor rack. Or a weapon rack, either or, to set the rest of the room as a barracks. Can't quite remember. The other thing we need to do, Sleepy Bear, yes. Perfect. Okay, I already set you up, that's good. Okay. Excellent. Got some things going. An Aeon of Horus is my wonderful engraver. It's pretty much all he does. So, yeah, that's all he does. Perfect. And Borrowed's building the thing? Is that what I'm seeing? No? No, he's just hauling wood for some reason. I think he is, though. Oh, he's using a wheelbarrow? Is that what I saw? No, I think his last name is just Wheel Elbow. 10 out of 10. Okay, my two diggers are digging. Careful saying diggers, kid. It's you know, people on the internet are jumpy these days. You might not know you're referring to just cute little dwarves going about their merry work. Which of course you are. I am. You should be. But you know, the internet's a terrible place. Filled with really bad people. They get upset about things. Looks good. Let's go ahead and mine the gems over here as well. That's right, Borrowed. All you do now is just go, at walls and talk with smelly elves. I don't think there are any elves on our world, actually. I suppose we can check that while this is running. It's gonna be a little... No, have things just go as they do. Okay, I hear people panicking. I don't like it. Okay, we're out of seeds. Out of seeds, but apparently we have a lot of plant and probably a good amount of drink. Let's brew some more drink just so we can get some seeds coming our way. Okay, the massive expanse. Yes, we knew that was going to come eventually. Where are we currently digging here? You gotta work with me, game. Okay, I see it now. Right there. That's really bad. Well, technically no, because we have to move a tile over. And there's a fair amount of silk if we can just get down here. Okay. Remember, kids, we have to do this to save origami. Okay, so B, C, W. Oh yeah, we can't get there yet. Shit. This is going to be terrifying. Okay, everyone in the military, you're right here. Should move here. Oh, I need another up-down stair right here, actually. Yeah. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. A lot of gems down here. So the cavern is terrible. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that origami, like, is in this strange mood and will literally kill himself because he's just so angry with the world, you know, I wouldn't be doing this. Sadly, I don't really have a choice right now. Okay, this guy's dehydrated. Let's suspend construction of these for right now. Because, I mean, I don't really even want them there long term. Is the bridge built yet, Borrowed? Damn it, what are you doing, son? Oh, you're still probably collecting logs for it, or... Someone else got in here. How? Necro, how did you get in here? Oh, right, because we haven't channeled it yet, probably. Or I don't even know. I'm very confused by that, but... Let's, for now. Someone could just build that. Alright. CW, British Columbia, Washington. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I just say the commands for things, which is silly. Like, people that know how to play the game, like, probably know the commands, and people that don't, like, they don't really care what the command is, per se. But it just... I don't know. Sometimes I just say it on accident. My brain is thinking it. Oh, okay, it was just a stray yak. Nobody cares about that shit. Okay, that's our military. Where are our frickin' diggers? Come on. Little miner men. There you go. Run off. Okay, good. Have we saved the doctor? No. It turns out the doctor is far too stupid to get down. I don't know why. Oh, shit. Right. Because I gotta build it downstairs as well. That was my dang. Let me build that, like, real quick. The doctor will die. Like, he's dehydrated. Who do we got? What are you doing right now? What's your current job there, Sleepy Bear? Like a wooden crossbow? Yeah. Alright. Go save this guy. If you could. That'd be great. I think I have to go here and cancel job. Let you reevaluate. Don't drink. Shit. What a little bastard. He's like, no, I'm thirsty. It's like, someone is gonna die. Like, right now. Do you not care? And the answer is not really. He didn't, you're currently drinking? What about you? No job. Really? No job? Hang on, let me just check. This is an upstairs. Yeah? That's a downstairs. Okay. You're gonna... Store item in bag. No, that's not a great job. And I can't even cancel it. It's just a job I can't cancel. Well, you construct building. That's a good one. You gonna save the doctor? Was it? Oh, he's going. He's running. Our doctor might not be dead. I mean, canonically he dies though, so it doesn't matter. If he dies, he dies. It happens. How's this coming, by the way? We broke free? We broke into it? Should I be panicking? I don't know if we have. No, because our miner left right then, right? Yeah, we still can't get there yet. So, we have doors, right? Yeah. So the second we get to this level, we need to, well, we're digging down 2 levels here. And then we need to wall this off, get a door, pray that no terrible monsters spawn here, because, so, some bad, there's none right now, but like, some bad enemies can spawn here. Like spiders, like lizard men, everything. All the terrible stuff. We actually can't even see all of this area. So there could be more that we just haven't uncovered. Yeah, great. Perfect. So we need to be cognizant of that, and we need to lock this because some enemies can spawn with the building destroyer tag, and then like can rip our door down, so we're all gonna die, which sucks, as you can imagine. As I recall, you were the person I threw into the weaving. Strain extraction, all the good stuff. Okay. So I'm actually gonna queue up some... Whoops. Okay. Go up some spider silk collecting. Okay, in my military, we want to move these guys down right here. Until this gets built, I want you guys covering this area. Do any of you have weapons? Just curious. No. Oh yeah, you have a crossbow. Okay, good. Crossbow. Okay, good. We do have our crossbows with wooden bolts. But it's something. Okay, there's shit in here. For sure. I see something right there. Don't lie to me, game. The giant bat. Okay. Yeah, let's move them on top of the spider silk. I think we only need one piece of this. But I'm not 100%. Okay, you're off to construct the building, so I can queue up the commands so you can get down here. Really need people building those doors, because everyone will die. All the good stuff. I'm not going to queue that up actually right now, because I'll just forget to manually requeue it. Somebody's pet turkey is running down here, because it also wants to die. Where are you guys? Where are my military dudes? Okay, you've gone off to sleep. Sure. A man is going to die from going insane, and also more people will die when all the other problems happen. What the shit? Oh, whoops, I didn't do build a door, I did build an up-down staircase. Build a down staircase, either way. Now I gotta remove construction here. Okay, there's one of our military. Who ran down here? Valentino. Or Valenstintez. I can't remember the guy's name, honestly. I could have swore we built a door there. Okay, give me the door. Alright. Let's check our gem setter here. Store item in bag. Semi-important. Perhaps not important. Not as important as what we're going to task you with right now. Why does Origami look like a doctor randomly? I think a mason's trying to use his thing. It's probably gonna make him rage. Yeah, collect webs, of course. We've threaded the cloth. Great silk cloth, please. Perfect. I'm gonna try and cheese it. So, Origami also says he needs rough gems. I wonder if he needs a cut gem. So we're just gonna cut one gem. Does our gem setter actually... He's sleeping. Oh, why? Really? Yeah, you have gem cutting as well. Who's not sleeping? I guess we could have Aeon of Horus run down there. It's a bit risky, but... We got to rename Bunyip over here. More wall smoothers. Yeah, I know, Borrowed. We have one really good one right now. Okay. Currently you're not mining. So I want you on weaving. And close making strain extraction. Whatever it is that goes to make you collect webs. Nice. Take them off in a bit. Good night, Mr. Origami. Yeah, Borrowed, it's actually because they go in this weird top-down sort of motion and stuff. I know, sorry, it is a little triggering. Not so much to me, but... Okay, so we got our military stand here. Okay, it looks like some of these webs have been collected, maybe? Item inaccessible. Okay, I don't really care. Take these guys off station soon. That door isn't there yet. Wow, you're going for that. What web are you going for? Timmy? Timmy! Oh god. How dead is this man? There's a lot of things here. There's, you've just stumbled into a world of shit, user. Oh god, I really hope you're going for one of these. In case you're not, though, let's go ahead and set some traffic areas here. See this? That's all restricted, okay? Okay, good. Run. Get the shit out of there, Tim! Okay, he's got some web. How dead on a scale of 1 to 26? Yes. Yeah, okay, new rule. Also restricted traffic anywhere like this. That's a no. All of this? Yeah, that's a no. You better believe it. Up here? No, not happening. The only thing you're allowed to do if you come down here. On this one specific tiny area where I have web. Oh god, all the cats are running. What the shit are you doing, cat? The animal isn't interested in your wishes, I know, but... I'm gonna hope that that one web is enough. 'Cause I don't feel too safe down here anymore. We've triggered the beast. There's a giant cave toad with a name. Braid Eater. Shit. How tough is this guy? Giant amphibian predator found underground. His lower body is cut open. His lower body is dented. His right front leg is cut open. That's messed up. His eyes are black. Like, he is just totally messed up, but he doesn't care. Alright. Fine. Okay, we're collecting some webs. Okay, yeah, you must have rock and stuff like that. I know. What do you think? Do we just take one and pray that's enough? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pray one is enough. What? Whoa, this is all bugged out. No idea what all that is. Okay. Alright. Let's go to our military real quick. How are you guys doing? Okay, you guys can go ahead and head on home. A lot of people just flooded out here. What are you doing? Store item in stockpile. What are you storing in stockpile? Oh god. Okay. Okay. No! What are you doing? Oh god, everyone wants here to store shit in the stockpile. Can I cancel their jobs? I don't think so. No. It's all bad news. Which one did I give? Was it user? I can keep that for now. I'm just gonna turn this off. Just go back to mining. Man, I keep hearing that noise and I just think somebody's dead. Okay. I made this whole area restricted, guys. For a reason. Like, there is bad stuff here. What is that? A dead skeleton of some horrible beast. Literally skeletons everywhere. Like, this is not a good area. Oh, please tell me you're not running for these crossbow bow darts. No, you're not. Okay. There's literally, like, reptile men right there. Gonna kill you. What are you doing right now with your life? Let's, I might have to draft them in the military. I think that's the only way to get them to come back. Because I don't think I can cancel their jobs. Because they're pretty dumb. New job. He's trying to pick up a giant bat skeleton. Oh shit, really? That's what you're trying to do with your life. Yeah. Oh, see all these skeletons? No. Not allowed to pick any of them up anymore. Okay. How about that? What is it you came down here for that was really stupid? Show me. Who's the other one? Ninja. Okay, good. He's done. Giant bat skeleton. I think there's only 2 of them down here. 2 of our dwarves. So I'm gonna make a new squad here. No uniform. The plated boats. So we need ninja and we need was it user or Iglick? remember. Hang on. Iglick. You'd use her an Iglick in it because they're dumb. Dumb as all hell. Okay, so. It's right here. Okay, so squads B. I want you guys to. You're currently active, doesn't really matter, but I need you over here. Thank you. And then the second they come out, we lock the doors. You guys running? Because if not, you're gonna die. And yeah, we are gonna get a sadness for it. We're actually gonna lose one of our picks. You can see that right there, but that's okay. The important thing is we're gonna save our dwarves' lives. Yeah, that is forbidden. Yeah, now we can go ahead and disband the squad. Again, you do get unhappiness for that, because they're like, oh, I didn't want to be drafted in the military. So we are weaving thread in the cloth. Cool. Did we do the silk cloth thing? Rough gems, rock, silk cloth. Go get me some more. More cats. Well, people are going to be sad when their cats die, too. That's going to be a very real thing. Okay, he's got some webs here. Let's go ahead and do this. That's the cheese tactic. I'm gonna see if it still works. So I can explain. Yeah, it seems to sort of still work. What it used to be is a dwarf will specifically go for certain things when they have their strange mood or whatever. Origami here wants this phyllite stone. That's fine. There's plenty. When he collects it, you can forbid the ones that he already has that he wants to use, make him gather more, and then afterwards you can tell him that he can use it again, and sometimes it bugs the AI into just using all of them, or more of them than he would normally. I'm hearing bad shit here, but it's just a cat giving birth. So... we've thread the silk thread, okay, but listen to me, frickin' nerds. We have web. What do I need? What do you want from me? I want charcoal at some point. I don't think it's the loom. I think there's another thing here. Remember, we had this problem last time as well when we were trying to save that guy many, many years ago. There's something like a farmer's workshop. I feel like it was in that, actually. Oh, I can't remember. Hang on. I'm gonna Google it because I am trying to save origami. Okay, silk. So, yep, we gathered webs, silk thread. With a loom, any dwarf with a weaver labor will automatically collect spider silk webs, turning them into thread by default. Okay. Presumably they did that. Be woven into cloth. I don't know. Because they said they couldn't, right? Needs 1 unused collected silk thread. But I know we collected for sure 1 spider web. You guys remember that, right? That was a big thing. We ran down there and we got it. What did we use it for? Do we have a hospital right now? It's possible if we have a hospital, it would have put it there. Maybe I need a storage thing for it. Got leather stockpiles, cloth bins, pigtail cloth, pigtail cloth. I don't think I set a hospital up. I don't know. Hey, is Sanctum Spirit Stone. Cool name. Do you know how this cloth stuff works? We're trying to make silk cloth for our Insano guy. So rock, silk cloth, and rough gems. We have plenty of rough gems. He's not seemingly interested in them. Cloth also have 10 undisturbed thread. Oh, okay. Maybe collect webs is how you make silk cloth? I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay. So I do have a loom, but how many webs do I have to collect in order to make a single cloth? Okay, we can try this again and we'll just draft anyone that tries to be stupid. That's what happened last time. Let's restrict all of this area. Like, this is the dangerous area, right down here. All of this. All super bad news. 5 collects equals 5 thread. 5 threads, 1 cloth. Okay. Not sure how many we've got, but it does seem like we'll need another one. Wait, weave thread in the silk is active. Who's doing that? Or gem setter, good. He's the one who's supposed to. Maybe he just automatically collects it from down there, or no, he's going here. What the fuck, game? But where's everyone else going? Like, I'm really worried right now. For example, you, store item in stockpile. Yeah, like they're trying to run down here and... go and just grab random shit from the cavern. We'll start forbidding things. DFD, was it? Something B. Okay, let's just forbid everything here. People are pretty dumb and trying to die or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's all forbidden. You can always come get it later, guys. Just don't panic. Did that as well. All I want is for people to collect spiders. The fuck? Oh, thank God they're migrants. I heard that noise. I just had a little panic. Weaving thread in the silk. I like that. Let's go check on these guys down here. There was one, right? What were you doing there? What did you get? I don't know. Actually, I suppose I could do this. What were you picking up there, buddy? Hand. Nothing? Looks like nothing. I think he changed his mind because I forbid everything. Thank goodness. So did you make the thing? Did you make a silk thread? Yeah, origami. Okay, origami's picked it up. That's good. We can lock people out now. Everyone's out? Cat's out? Okay. I think I don't have any more people down here. Ooh. My goodness. Yeah, thank you, Sanctum. I knew about that. And hey, Flexpoint, how you doing, man? Yeah, no, I knew how to make them auto-collect. It's just... For some reason, even though we went down there and picked some up, they weren't turning it into cloth, and it's probably just I was missing one. Like a single cloth. That's okay, that's done now. Which is good. And origami. Strange mood. I hope he's getting a gem or something, maybe? He's carrying a copper pick with him. And he's coated in sand. Yeah, he's got sand in his mouth. He's got sand everywhere. Well, hopefully he's going for gems or something or other. Hey, Funky Tricks, how you doing, man? Drifted here like an evil fog, please don't. I actually don't mind, but so I tried getting back in the Dwarf Fortress like a week ago. Big fan. You know, I've played it for years and years and years and years, and I always like go away for like a year or two, and then I come back. So I wanted an evil biome because I remember those being the most fun, and yeah, it was like, you know. My goodness. A soap fog. Hey, origami's doing a thing, everybody. Thank frickaroodle. I only took 10,000 years, but at least he's not insane. I guess. I wouldn't mind if he was. I'm gonna go ahead and move the gem stockpile just over here. Put like gems like that. We'll put cloth here. Might as well start moving these things down near the craft stores. That's just what I'm thinking. Leather as well. Yep, sounds good. Then we can go ahead and remove these stockpiles up here. Which is good. Yeah, we had, I forget what it's called. It was some sort of rain where it was just constantly raining blood and guts, and everyone was constantly insane and felt the need to like obsessively run to the river every 2 seconds. Which slowed everything down and was like, you know, it wasn't the end of the world, it was just like a little annoying. But then what happened is we started getting bit by werewolves. And I didn't know how werewolves worked, because pretty much all of my Dwarf Fortress knowledge is like pre-2014. So that was fun. It was actually a lot of fun. Like I was really happy we lost the fortress to an explosion of werewolves out of nowhere. Because I just had all my dwarves wrestling them to death. So it was a lot of fun, but unfortunately it did mean we had to start. Why are you guys not training?
Completed. Hooray!
Alright, origami has made Adoratesh Locast Tastrad. Sounds like a magical spell. A Phyllite Grate. That's great. Every day I tell myself I'm not going to make that joke with Dwarf Fortress, and every day I end up using grates. And origami had to make a, wow, Drowned Cudgels, the Butcher of Distinctions. I love it. Tell me about this thing. Okay. Temperature is 8 degrees. That's what I like to say. A barrier with small openings. Grates block solid objects and creatures, but not line of sight. Very true. Read me about it. This is a Phyllite grate. All craft dwarf ship is of the highest quality. Of course, it could not be. Is encrusted with cushioned Phyllite cabocons. Decorated with cave spider silk. The object is adorned with hanging rings of Phyllite and menaces with spikes of Phyllite and harlequin opal. On the item is an image of an octagon cut gems in Phyllite. On the item is an image of Bemble stab painted, the dwarf and dwarves in Phyllite. Bemble stab painted is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf Bemble stab painted to the position of Baroness of the Pure Construct in 116. That's quite a long time ago. On the item is the image of Etter Runpick, the dwarf and dwarves. Etter Runpick is surrounded by the dwarves, and the artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf Etter Runpick in the position of the Queen of the Pure Construct in year 1. My god. Quite the little history lesson. Well, how much money was that worth, by the way? It's really all I care about. I don't know. I think I don't know until I have a... I think I need a broker to figure all that stuff out. Oh, we got a bunch of new migrants. Why not? Let's do the broker thing. 3,300? 33,000. My god, where are you seeing that? Sorry, I'm blind. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I am certainly blind sometimes. Our high score currently was 7,200, so yeah, that was a big step up. I like that. Anyway, I do run Dwarf Therapist and Sound Sense. It's the only two things I use, and I don't really use Dwarf Therapist except for new migrants and renaming people. It's just 1,000 times simpler. I find things are just good that way, you know? So we have a great student, logician, blah, 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 reader. He's just garbage. Complete shit. So, Sanctum Spirit Stone. Don't take that the wrong way. You're gonna make a wonderful archer. 16 characters or less. That's fine. How about this guy here? Give me the heads up. Novice fish dissector, fish cleaner, and fisherman. Yep, that sounds like funky tricks. Also, an incredible up-and-coming archer. A talented engraver. Oh no, that's Anaphorus. That's someone who actually does something. Okay, an adequate brewer. I suppose we could keep someone brewing for a while. Food production is always pseudo-important. Let's get flex point 80, 89 just into the booze industry. We have here Craftsdorf? Adequate stonecrafter. Yeah. Yeah, I mean those are good. Quite useful overall. I don't think we have Mr. Grinch yet. My god, I don't remember how to spell Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. I can never remember where his Z is. Have an animal caretaker and bookbinder. This also sounds like the military for me. So let's go ahead and get DJ Flippy. Make sure we assign these people to squads. That's our stone guy. It's funky tricks, I think was, yeah. Alright, let's see who we got. Wait, we got a ton of people now. Ooh, perhaps too many. An adequate metal crafter. Yeah, I like to do Sugnif for metal crafters because, you know, that's what he does in real life, and it's pretty cool. We got a super good new miner. Miners are always useful here. Of course, when I say miner, I mean somebody of age who can swing a pick. That's smiling here. Have a competent crossbowman. Someone who could actually shoot. Can't put my name 'cause taken. Wow, that's an incredible name. I'm just gonna put can't put my name. Because your name won't fit, that's why. And we'll go ahead and assign you to the squad as well. Okay, well we have a bazillion new dudes. Up to 48 dwarves in total now. But I'm not going to name all them because I don't see anybody else in chat currently. And I'm a little bit too lazy to go get my follower list right now. I could. And that would make me seem like not a total asshole. So maybe I should. But for now. Whoa, this music here. Did you guys hear that? Kind of sounded like ELO for a second. Like, I don't know. Mr. Sunshine or something. But no, it is not. It is some insane tune. It's the kind of like music that gives me anxiety. Alright, let's get some wooden bolts. We should get some nest boxes at some point. And I'm sure I'll get around to that eventually. We actually don't even have a well up, but we haven't had any major injuries, so it's probably, you know, it's probably okay. And we need to remember to order some silk because I don't really feel like going back down there anytime soon. Okay, I think that's good. Spin thread, sure, all the good stuff. Another mason's workshop. Why not? So this is actually very convenient. I do like to run 3 miners. It makes everything go super quick. The cool thing about that is Origami actually is now a legendary mason as well, I believe, right? Oh my god. Origami has so many poetry skills, what the shit? And dancing? Why? Origami, I've had you, like, mining rocks all alone for years. I guess you've probably been singing to everybody the whole time. People probably hate you for that. No, I don't think... I think because he already had a legendary skill, it doesn't seem like he actually gained anything from that. Juggalo Dwarf Tune. Yeah! Yeah. Do you believe in miracles? Ah, why not? Yeah. That's curious. Okay, so because he was a legendary miner, I believe he's not allowed to be a mason. Or have an instant legendary for doing his artifact. So yeah, he's got them tavern talents for sure. Speaking of the tavern, let's get playing. Oh, right! So we do have a whole bunch of new people here today, which is cool. Hey, hello, how are ya? I'm Rawful Lobster. Occasionally I stream things on the internet. Actually, I stream things fairly common. You know, it's cool. No big deal. But the sweet thing is I can explain our fortress to you. So, here's the plan. This is going to be a giant tower. My favorite thing in the whole wide world with Dwarf Fortress, I like the Dwarven economy, even though most people don't. I like it. I really like setting up sort of a segregated fortress. I like the burrow system. It's pretty cool. So eventually what I do is I make areas. This is going to be the farming area, you can see. Anyone involved with farming and or food production, cooks and stuff like that, they're going to be here. Maybe if you're super good cook, you might get a better bedroom. I'm biased, what can I say? But everyone else, you know, we got down here. This is our giant great hall. Eventually we're going to have not only a moat, but we're going to have an internal moat, maybe a waterfall. Depends how the FPS holds up. But it is going to be sick. We're going to be dropping bodies through this central area. Probably about here. We're going to have to make it off-center because of how the river goes, but that's kind of cool. So probably about here, we're going to have a giant column of glass going in the middle-ish of this tower, and we're going to throw bodies down it to rain upon our eating dwarves. which I think is pretty sick. And this is going to be a moat filled with water. And what's like inside the dining hall, which is a terrible idea, but also a great idea. And the best thing is, we're going to be removing these walls and filling them with glass. So down here to the south, this is actually the crafts dwarf area. This is the workshops. This is where everyone's hard toiling away. And so this is going to be a glass wall. And this is also going to be a glass wall, and they're going to be able to stare across through the water, which will be crystal clear, except for maybe the bodies of the dead, into the areas of wealth, because we'll have our nobility over here. This is actually going to be Borrowed's room once I get that up and running. Then we're going to need one for the, but anyway, the nobles are going to be here-ish. Some of them we're going to try and force to the top of the tower or something like that. We also are going to have some peasant class. Those will just be the people that just have hauling stuff around. It's making my life easy. And then the military is going to be right below the nobles. So it'll be like nobles and then military. Then the craftsdwarf are kind of like level 3. And then you've got your farmers and then just the crappy little peasants. I think it's going to be cool. We're going to have to deal with lots of dwarves unhappy and unable to afford rooms. And it's going to be good. All the good stuff. So what we are going to do, though, is start setting up the craftsdwarf bedrooms. And then we can start assigning people to actually places. And I kind of want to just... Yeah, I think I want to expand this. So to that end, I might just do this. And just get some more workshops. We don't super need them right now, but we will. So, I've experimented with a lot of different workshop layouts. I really like the 3x3 grid. It looks really nice, I think. It's probably the most beautiful. It looks something like this, right? But you can see actually I went with a 5x5 grid. You can do the 3x3 grid if you're like super smart. But I'm not willing to put the time in to make sure each and every workshop fits. Because workshops do have a number of impassable tiles, so if you don't lay them out just right, you end up with some really wonky stuff. And yeah, I don't have the time to sit there and do it. I don't really care. And I like my stuff to be somewhat asymmetrical. It's just something I've always had just an eye for it. That bothers people. And I don't have OCD, so that may bother some of you as well. Happens all the time. And I'm sorry about that. But just know I do realize. So, that probably makes it worse actually, because it's like intentionally paining you. But the pain isn't intentional, but what I do is... My god! That was almost an email. Kind of a dwarf proletariat, thanks to Eureka. Hey, no problem, dude. It's one of those things, like, I treat, well, for the most part, I treat my viewers like I'd want to be treated. Which is not to say that I always say nice things about them. I mean, I do, normally. But no, I just mean, like, if I was, like, to jump into a Dwarf Fortress stream, I love Dwarf Fortress. But I would, be like, oh, what are we doing? Because to me, that's the most interesting part, right? Like, the stories you tell. I'm a very narrative guy. I want to know what we're doing, what we're building, why we're building, what are the cool things that have happened. And obviously, you don't have time to explain all that as a streamer, but why not take some time to do it, The worst thing you do is you annoy the few people that have been watching you for a little bit. That's life. I'm going to build these walls now. Well, technically there's no reason to. I just want to do them, but it's okay. It'll be fine. we have 11 idlers. That's because we have a bunch of new migrants and like they don't do anything right away. So that's okay. Shit. Okay, we need another mason actually. Do we have one of those? These new guys a mason, perhaps? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Doesn't look it. A fishery worker? No. I mean, they're probably, realistically, we probably could catch a fair amount of fish. Although it does freeze up in the winter. So no. Hold on to those skills. Don't get rid of them. Sometime in life I may put you back on the job, but right now I do need tons of masonry going on. Is that a cat? No, it's a guinea pig. What's it doing? Nothing, I guess. I don't trust it. Looked like it was building a staircase there. And I guess we could also do Borrowed's favorite thing, which is find a nobody. For example, this guy is literally an administrator. Borrowed might be out of a job soon. That's interesting. Okay, talk to me, Mr. Architect. What are you good at? Beekeeping and stuff like that. Spear Dwarf? I mean, that's interesting. Okay, well, my nobles are the only architects around here, sorry to say. So, you're gonna be a stone detailer. Borrowed wasn't happy with it. He was like, no, 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 no. No. What are you guys doing? The heck? They know they can move from there, right? Are we still getting migrants? No. I think they're just hanging out there because... Wait, have I designated this as a meeting hall yet? Oh, no, I haven't. That would be a problem. Okay, fair enough, game. That's reasonable. That was my mistake. I'll get these doors in. Okay. And then dining room. Make it bigger. The cotton apocalypse cometh. I know, bro. Oh yeah, no, I do need one in the middle of the room, sadly. Okay. Well, we can set a small one for now. Oh no. Oh yeah, yeah. Sure, that's the meeting hall, everybody. That should cure our migrant issues. Yep, that'll do. Oh no, the population is definitely growing. Oh god. Oh god. Just because I didn't have a meeting hall. Oh, we need a bookkeeper. Anyone here a nerd? Just kidding. I got a feeling. A few of you, maybe. Yeah, this guy's a great record keeper. Perfect. Again, you get to have architecture because you're going to be a noble of some sort. Healthcare. Yeah. Yes. Get a bookkeeper here. And let's see. I've got to be able to, with my brain, remember somebody else who constantly visits the stream. Yeah. Dr. Acceleron. I don't think we have him currently. I should really just get my list out. I'll do it out. That's what I'll do. I'll do it after the stream. Why pause the action, you know? So much cool stuff going on. I'll see. Yeah, we need more masons, stone detailers. Who else gets to be a stone detailer? We did the architect administrator. Oh, no, I think we did this guy, right? No, we didn't. Okay. Don't do any of the hunting stuff. That's pseudo dangerous. You're also in stone detailing. Like, Borrow just instantly drafts any person that's more qualified than him to just, like, smoothing the floors out. Which is interesting because that's pretty much everybody. He's terrible at his job. Apparently at some point he was... Was he our doctor at some point? Oh yeah, he used to be the doctor. He never doctored anything. Oh, Vega was just some new doctor. Yeah, like if I was to go here, so nobles and say, okay, expedition leader. I click this. I can't actually appoint it, of course. If I was to look at it, I'm pretty sure he's got no skills in it. He might have picked a few up, but pretty much nope. No Paris. Okay, we have our doctor sleeping in the middle of here for some reason. Oh, we need more beds in the barracks. So we currently have 8 dudes. Perfect. Nice and easy. Oh, and I keep forgetting. I keep telling myself I need a weapons thing. Sure, we'll do it here. Need a weapon rack. And promote that, please. Need that built like yesterday. I didn't need it built yesterday. I just needed it now because I forgot about it, but either way. So technically I don't need actually like all of this, right? I could just chop that. Make things look a little better. I think I'll leave it though. But I don't need this whole next set of workshops. The reason why we're building it is it lets me queue more stuff up. So that I have to revisit here less and less often. That's true. Yeah, well, because you got appointed as the, you know, the noble, the mayor, if you will. Technically, we don't have enough people to call you officially a mayor. Just under. But yeah. I like to have it so my nobles do absolutely nothing. But they attract as much ire as possible and hopefully get murdered. What? I'm not a communist. Been reading too much Mouse. I was reading that today. It's quite good. It's my goodness. Starts out with this huge opening spiel against communists. You're like, well, fair enough, I get it. Beautiful. Okay, now that we've done that, let's go ahead. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and set up our craft store quarters. I need a bunch of carpenters' workshops. Like a bunch. Get some more masons' workshops. It's actually a little bit silly to do it this way. So in the perfect world, you would have all of your resources right here. You don't. That's just not how life works. But in theory, the masons should be as close to the stairs as possible because masons are dumb and they're gonna go like, oh, the rocks over here are so far away, and they're gonna run up like 10,000 flights of stairs. It's fair. I understand it. Unfortunately, you know, we don't have stockpiles for that stuff yet. Oh, I didn't do the furniture stockpile. Whoopsie daisies. Perfect. Yeah, it looks good. Get that stuff at some point. That right there, I believe that's a weapon rack. That check mark. I could be wrong. Let's find out. No, I don't think I was. And I need it here so I can take up this whole area and make this a training area. Well, they should be shooting here. Squad E. I don't know. We have how many there? 3, 6, 7. Technically, I need one more, but I don't think they'll all be shooting at the same time. I wonder are my squad guys doing, by the way? Soldier, no activity. So they are... Let's view their schedule real quick. Yeah, they're on training. I'm not sure why they're not training on these. I have equipped them to that. Like they're using this correctly. This is supposed to be where they train. I'm wondering if I need to, hang on, get all the ammo in the room as well. Is that gonna work? No? Not sure why that doesn't work. It used to. It used to actually do this really cute thing where you put a channel here and then you would like fire, and if you missed the bolts, they would fall in. You'd still be able to use them. Give water. Who needs water? Borrowed? Who's dying? Oh god. What? Hopefully it's just like a cat or something. Not someone I forgot about. Well, I can build, bucket is U. E? Yeah. Okay, let's get a bucket. None of those are built yet. Let's get a weapon rack, let's get an armor stand. And more tables and chairs. We're gonna need a ton of doors at some point. Just a crap load. But for now we're okay. Okay, that's gonna be this opening here. This opening here. Do we do it this way? So these are the level 3 guys. So currently, here's the deal. The peasants are literally just getting a 2x1 room. Our farmers get 2x2s as they're a little bit more important. The question is, do we do maybe longer rooms like this? I kind of like the idea of that, like sort of bean rooms. What you used to actually do is you used to do rooms like this back in the day. But I kind of like the idea of like bean rooms, like just like long ones, as opposed to like making it sort of like a 3x3 and just doing it like a little boring like that. I kind of like this. Because you can see actually, nobles are getting 5x5s. And right now it looks like the military isn't really getting too much. But they will. It's just currently we don't have it, like the... I haven't set the time. I was going to make an excuse, but I just haven't set the time to plan all that out. So I'm not really sure where I want to put them. But that's okay. 2x2s, plenty for a bed, coffer cabinet, and maybe a set. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, but I want our craft stores to be like a little better off than the farmers, which is, again, they have 2x2s. And see, so you might be wondering, like, why are you putting the nobles' rooms on the same floor as all the workshops? I don't know if it's still a thing, but it used to be in Dwarf Fortress. Workshops carried sound. I believe they used to carry sound about 36 tiles. Unfortunately, that also went up and down Z level, so you had to space your workshops away from everything. But I like to think of it as these poor little bastards just getting revenge in any small way that they can. So I could just do... Well, what if we just do it a little bit weird like this? Like, what if they're all, like, slightly off rooms? Let's check. Let's see how this would end up working, okay? So, I like 3 wide hallways. Just makes everything nice and easy. So, if we were to do that... okay, so we could do something like this. See, I used to do something like this, actually. This is what I used to make my stuff look like. What if you do that? It's kind of cool. I don't think you need to, though. It's neat, right? There was some trick I did here. Hang on. There's something I did to make this look super interesting. What if we do? Hear me out. What about this? How's that look for rooms? Is that interesting? Is that neat? It doesn't mean they get like a long entryway, because technically the door is here. So they have like an entry to their room. You don't actually put anything here though, so the room's essentially a 2x2. They look kind of cool though. You know? I don't know, see, then see, you end up with this. Well, right, because you would do it this way, right? I think that looks kind of cool. If no shared walls, engraving value will not be shared or split. Oh, really? Oh, okay, so if I put them like this, it's going to split the value of the rooms. Like the walls? Okay, that's really interesting. Okay, so maybe that's what we do then. So instead of them just sort of being, because again, if we look at the farmers, thank you for telling me that. I had no idea. So if we look at the farmers, like they're all clustered together, right? It's like a little beehive. I'm actually quite happy with this design. So if we give them some extra space, whoopsie daisies, a little too far there. Here we go. So if we were to give them some extra space, okay. First one here. No. First one here. I like that. So we could do... Now we don't have to do 3x3. We could save that for military. We do a 2x2. So if we do this, then we need the next one to be 2 away. What about that? I think so. That's what we go with, for sure. I'm liking it. It's such like an interesting design, you know? Makes us look like we've got like a giant centipede crawling through. Oops. This is gonna take me a minute to copy paste, because I haven't done this design, so I don't have the muscle memory there for it. I think that's nice. Yeah, it looks really cool. So what I like to do is I kind of like to have things loop around. So I just think it looks cool. So let's see what that would look like, hypothetically here. If we were to do another set here, that won't work, because the dwarves are derpy. So we could do one here. Okay. There, that's a lot easier doing it this way. So if we were to do this, for example, because that's the same number of tiles we've now gone, and we did something like, so it would be here. Is that gonna look okay? Let's find out. Well, it looks okay. I'm not in love with it, I'll be honest. See, this is going to be a shared tile right there. Probably. But it's just a corner. I think that'll be okay. Alright, what if we moved everything over one? Just a for instance here. moved everything over. I mean, this might actually work. So this is going to be over. I don't love it. Nope. Not what I wanted. Okay. That's fine. Well, we have this anyway. So we'll extend this a little further. And we'll figure out how we... Because I really do like it to be sort of like cyclical. But we don't have to do that right away. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. It looks nice. We could always just have... So the bedrooms come straight down. They could just go out in each direction, honestly. I think that'll just be fine. So currently a fair number of our dwarves are crafts dwarves. So let's just, you know, just extend this out and get that going. So, 3, C. Oh my goodness, my bad, guys. I've taken so long on this part. Obviously, like, the look of your fortress is pretty important, you know? It's like your fortress's identity. And it affects so much that you do later on. It makes sense to do it right, even if it takes a while. Yeah, it's a lot easier doing it this way. Like I said, I just had to figure out how I was going to plan it out, and then it's fairly quick. And then I think I have one more set. Beautiful. Okay, that looks good. So we could use this. We could also, if I do want to make it cyclical, we could go for a potentially even putting we could put the crypts on this floor. I do kind of like to have them a bit separate, but you know, could be what we do. Yeah, everything's fine there. Make sure we queue up a bunch of doors. That's going to be a thing. Yeah, carpenters and masons haven't gotten here yet. Whoa! Almost pushed a bad button. Okay, we're making raw crafts, which is great. We need a ton more. We need the big stuff here. We need more mugs, I think. I don't think they need anything else, right? They just need mugs. Okay. So we will go ahead and... Oh, I have to put this all the way to the bottom, don't I? It's fine. But we do have a lot of people, and they're going to require mugs at some point. Cool. Clothier shop. Potentially we can make some cloth stuff now. Potentially. I don't know if I'm like crazy into it, but it's something I think we're going to need. Okay, we need a few more carpenters. Who wants to volunteer? Wow, a peasant with no job. Oh, he's a competent Marksdwarf, actually. Yeah, we could probably use him. Use him in our little squad. Kubik. Bakar is pretty good as well. There he is. Alright, so we are going to have to extend the barracks. Although technically we don't have to right now. Oh, summer. Please save and don't crash. So the thing is, it's a little bit weird, right? But like, you can have 10 dwarves in a military, but not all 10 are sleeping at the same time, right? In theory. Sometimes that ends up happening. Man, I was like so hyped like 2 hours ago to like stream. But it's like, I just had a migraine set in. Sorry. Annoying thing about me, so I do get migraines on occasion, sometimes more than on occasion. And sometimes they're fine, because I've had them so much in my life, I just sort of like get used to them. But sometimes like it puts pressure, like I get like pressure sort of migraines. And depending on where I get the pressure, I sometimes lose a bit of eyesight. So that's always frustrating. Did they ever start training? Oh! Trissy is practicing. I think it was the archery target. I have no idea. Makes me super happy though. Oh, she fired off 2 shots anyway. What's she doing now? Off to drink? Proud of her. Proud of her. True dwarf. So yeah, sorry guys. Like I said, having a blast, but we'll get some more Dwarf Fortress in, not tomorrow actually. Normally I would say I'll see y'all tomorrow as always, but it's not true, because tomorrow I'm going to be doing some role-playing. We're hoping, knock on wood. You know what I mean? I'm hoping the guys will get together and we'll do some of that. We'll stream it though, you know. But as for Dwarf Fortress, it'll be the day after. Because I do really want to finish this. Look at this idiot! Kubuk! One job, dude. I give you this wonderful barracks to sleep. Actually, it's a piece of shit. It's probably one of the worst barracks I've ever made. But still. He just falls asleep in the middle of all the beds. Who does that? You know who does that? And no offense to you. Fucking Soul of Silver does that stuff. Always. What a guy. My goodness. And actually, you know what? While I'm here, we should name the other one of our Vakar here. Vakar is also like one of those names that sounds extremely foul. Yeah, it's based on Call of Cthulhu. I'm a big fan. Lugbers 90. Welcome to the military, my friend. Conscription is mandatory, but you know, signing up is optional. Restless Sleeper fell out of one of the beds. Can I just say Mr. Bone is a great name? Mr. Bone seems like the kind of thing that somebody has tattooed on their chest. No offense. I think it's pretty great. So great that we're going to give you a very important job. Like administrator, which means you get the detail walls for the rest of your life. Congratulations. Maybe you can usurp borrowed at some point though. That'll be fun. But yeah, it's basically like a Call of Cthulhu sort of variant. I've played Call of Cthulhu for years and years and years. DM'd it ages. Love it, love it, love it, but it's got problems. It's not the best system, and it's very dated, and it stays dated. It's mostly just like the idea of it is really good, and D100 is awesome. And I've played the new version of Delta Green. I have played the old version as well. The new version is pretty good, simplifies a lot of things, but it changes a few things as well, and I know, just not crazy about it. Like, I like it, it's just, you know, there's a few things I would change, and DMs always, when they DM for too long, just start homebrewing everything, because they're like, well, this is good, but this is what I personally prefer, you know what I mean? But I've written up a pretty sweet setting. We did a little test run of it, actually. You can check that on the YouTube, so anyone curious about pen and paper role-playing games. We have done some of that, and I always stream it. Let me just real quick pop over my channel and get you the a link though. So I'm a good guy who doesn't want you just digging through 100 things, not knowing you're looking for. Homebrew stuff can totally be hit or miss, yeah. So this right here, this is actually Delta Green. It did that like not a year ago, but you know, a fair while ago. And this is the one we just did.
Oh, Bard, how do you...
Yeah, that would be Rudy. You're gonna hear him in a second, or you would have heard him already. But that's the one we just did a little bit ago with my custom setting and stuff. It's pretty neat. Hey, Spider Sphere, man, you just came at the end. It sucks. It's funny too. I was just talking today about Stone Keep. Whatever it is, Stone Keep. Yeah. Oh, really? That's crazy, dude. Oh, Human Caravan's coming this summer? Totally thought it was the winter. Weird. Yeah, it's one of those things, like, I don't know. I find it all depends on the DM, right? And I'm not a guy who's gonna shit on DMs. DMs have a very hard job. Hey, Wes Clayton! Thanks, man. Appreciated. Well, okay, tell you what. I'm having a good time tonight. I'm gonna just go grab myself a Tylenol. We're gonna keep streaming, and if it doesn't like shrink the swelling, it's like pressure behind my eye, right? If it doesn't stop in like half an hour, then I will get off because just I do get like a really bad headache. But give me 10 seconds, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. And yes, depends what system you're playing. But if you're playing like Dungeons and Dragons, which was my baby, 2nd edition, 3.5, Pathfinder, hit me up. Yeah. Mages are overpowered. But they're actually not. Like, it's weird, right? Like, mages suck until really late in the game. Usually about 6th level, you start being something. So I'm going to go ahead and search here for mechanisms, because these kind of sell for a little bit. Delta Green is incredible, yeah. I've always been like a huge fan of H.P. Lovecraft. So Delta Green, of course, super easy. I'll say, so let me just start by saying this. I prefer Call of Cthulhu, the role-playing game, to Delta Green. Delta Green's incredible. Delta Green is X-Files. Everybody loves X-Files. You know, I actually, I don't know, I like X-Files, but I can't stand some of the episodes. They make me really frustrated because they're quite shit. But the problem with Delta Green is this. Not the story, not the writing, not the setting. All really good. The problem is playing it. So, I appreciate that, Spider Sphere. It always makes me feel good, dude. So, Delta Green is, hang on, let me just look for craft goods. Craft. Finished? I don't know. Bin? I don't know. Whatever. We don't have any crafts yet. So the thing is, playing Call of Cthulhu and sort of mystery stuff in the modern day is a problem. It just is. Now, there's two sides to it. You know, as a DM, I love the fact that I can just do modern day and all of my players instantly can get into the game easier. It's easier for a group of novice players, which I usually run. I try and run people that are new to the game, and that's what my current group is. You know, I was their first DM. I popped that cherry pretty hard, and some of them never really recovered. But, you know, we still do, and they're still inexperienced, and they're still a bunch of good guys. But it's hard to take people like that into a new setting and have them role play. You know, it's hard to be like, okay, what do you do? Or imagine this scene when someone is newer to role playing. So doing something like Delta Green is awesome.
Got an idea.
Borrowed is taken by a mood. Oh, that's nice. You can do something for once.
Dwarf has claimed a workshop.
Oh, cool. So, in the modern day setting, it's really easy for someone to be like, oh, well, I would call 911. Okay, you can call 911. Or, well, I'm going to get a gun. Well, what kind of gun are you looking for? Well, I know guns today. I can do that. Or, I can get in a car and drive. Yeah, all things you can do. Absolutely. Unfortunately, all of those things take away from what I love about Call of Cthulhu. My favorite themes, my favorite sort of settings, I love isolation. I love the crushing depression and the sort of overbearing, like, atmosphere it has. You know what I mean? That's just me. Like, that's what I love. I just love to slowly have people, like, lose sanity and just become hopeless, because that ultimately is the most bittersweet and wonderful, like, character arc you can have, is just having a character slowly realize how shit things are and then hopefully fixing some of it, or at least attempting, or finding some sort of solace in the world, right? That's life. But it's hard with Delta Green to do that. Borrowed's making something cool. With Call of Cthulhu, on the other hand, I can go ahead and set something in the 1920s, or, my favorite, the 1890s. I like them both quite a bit. But back in the day, you have less powerful guns, you have less access to technology, travel's a lot harder, and it makes things a lot more plausible. Like, for example, if a werewolf goes and murders a stray drake, what the fuck? Who owns a baby dragon? Oh no, a drake. Like a male duck, right? Yeah, absolutely. Crushing depression's the best. But so, like, in the 1920s, like, it's a lot easier for someone to be like, okay, look, a werewolf killed these farmers, but it's like, it's realistic to say that the people a town over don't know about it. But in the modern day, it's kind of weird, right? It's like, well, how don't they know? Oh, well, because secret agencies cover it up. Yeah, but I literally took, like, video of it on my iPhone. Okay, yeah, I get that. Oh, no, Spider's Fury, sorry, Bard was, well, he is a moody fuck in real life, but he was actually referring to his character. You can see here, Borrowed Bullets got a weird mood. He was taken by a mood. Which just means his character had a vision of some magic, mystic, amazing artifact, and he had to build it, and it's probably going to be a piece of shit. But he's run off and he's made it now. He just made a mechanism, that's it. Probably garbage. We can go read about it, though. No, it's all good, dude. So, what I wanted to do is, I wanted to make a setting where, you know, I'm not using, like, Call of Cthulhu, like, official H.P. Lovecraft stuff, because while technically it's all open source, H.P. Lovecraft just gave it to the public, and that's incredible, and I love him for it. I never really use Cthulhu, Mythosian, whatever you want, stuff anyway, because people know about it, and I always prefer for everything that my players to be experiencing to be a mystery. That's one of the big problems you run into in D&D, is your players would be like, oh, well, that's Goblin. They only have D6 health. It's like, all right, Timmy, you go shut up and sit in the corner. How about that, okay? Oh, but that's, I forget what those things are called, like the fucking cubes? The cubes that, like, suck people. That's a rust monster. I'm gonna stay away from... Damn it, Timmy! Get in your corner! Leave my group alone. Tired of that shit. Alright? It's not a rust monster, I made it up. It's a big-ass cockroach. And just because you said that, it does everything you don't think it does, and it's gonna kill you at the end of the session. Not that I'm that kind of DM, but, you know. So I never use actual mythos, gelatinous cube, thank you. Never use actual mythos creatures, because I don't want players going like, oh, it's a star vampire, guys, don't worry, they're easy to kill. They're just invisible. Whoa! Did Borrow hit the record? No, Origami's got him beat by a little. Okay, so he built a mechanism, so it's literally just like a cog that we can use to make traps with. It's a phyllite mechanism. All craft stewardship is of the highest quality. Is encrusted with tapered baguette-cut almondines. Encircled with bands of round phyllite copicons and cushion-cut morians. On the image is an image of dwarves in phyllite. The dwarves are laboring. That sounds like borrowed, isn't it? Our useless mayor just makes this really crappy cog, and on it he puts all these dwarves doing hard work. The artwork relates to the foundation of Fatal Mine, the cave of calming of the pure construct. Oh, that's us. Great. Jello shots. Always. Give me them jello shots. So maybe now Borrowed can go do the trading that we'd love for him to do. Maybe get some silk would be good. But yeah, so my setting that I've sort of written up here, it's 1930. Okay, and I've used it to combine a lot of things I love. I love the 1920s, 1890s because I love that feeling of that lack of communication. I love that isolation you get with the world. But I also, the big thing for me is also avoiding firearms. Like, firearms are okay, but you don't want to give the players, like, full-on machine guns. So if you can restrict that a little bit, ultimately, you never want to say no to the players. If you tell a player they can't have a gun, they're going to find a way to get a gun. That's fine. But the idea is to restrict access in a setting way, that doesn't, end up with the players getting tactical nukes left, right, and center. Just makes them feel a little less cheated. We're probably going to trade off all this stuff here. The child just created an artifact dog bone spear. That's sick. Man, I wish that happened over here, but no, we just have useless nobles and people that work beneath them. Okay, let's look for the good stuff here. What do we have? We have a value of 3570. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to do a little search. Do you guys have silk? Cloth. Yeah, I'll probably take some of your cloth, actually. Yeah, some of this. Let's look for, you got any seeds? Sweet potato, flax seeds. I make them at some point. What else do we want? Anything really? No, not super. You have wood? I guess we'll take leather as well. Am I just trading for the bin here? I think it's full of stuff. Let's find out. I'll take some of these back. Should be good for him, right? Think so. No. Okay, sweet. And the most fun you've had as GM is just being the one who says, "Yep, that works," when two players in the war with each other. Hilarious. I love it. No, I don't know. I've had some pretty good times as GM and as a player, but anyway, so I'm setting this in the 1930s, but it's like an alternate universe 1930s where, starting in about like 1910, the world actually started flooding, and it flooded up until 1925. Like the water levels were just rising. Nobody really knows why, but it made the world panic. So these water levels have come up 60 meters. So we've lost things like Florida. England is on the panic because London's gone, stuff like that, right? So this has made World War I pause. Like, World War I has never happened. We still haven't had our Great War. So because of it, the whole world is just in a panic, right? Nobody trusts each other. Everyone's still on the brink of war. There's like nations aren't really working together as much as they, would have otherwise. Some people like England, for example, is just completely isolationist. Norway's unaffected, yes, but Denmark is gone completely. So we now have what I call the Nordic Union or something like that. Anyway, the idea is basically Norway, Scandinavia area, Finland, Sweden. They're all sort of a super conglomerate. Because obviously, with Denmark gone, they're kind of afraid of Germany stepping in. Because, I mean, Denmark was small, but it used to be a major power. And it certainly held a lot of sway in Scandinavia. So yeah, it's interesting. So we kind of we have this really hot political climate to deal with, which I think is great because I always feel like having mysteries is great. Having, you know, Cthulhu be the big bad is great, but it's just as important to realize that people themselves aren't super good. In fact, most people are terrible, and certainly being a little bit afraid of your neighbor is just an extra bit of tension that you have to do. So, all good stuff. Not sure how it's going to go, though, because we're, like I said, we mostly run, like, newer players. One of them is, like, super new. I'm not sure if he's going to be joining us tomorrow. But if he is, yeah, he's, like, brand new to the hobby. So we're gonna try. See how that goes. Anyway, back to our dwarves. Yeah, we traded for some stuff. Still can't farm because we're all out of the seeds. Technically, we could just smooth this and make this a nice noble room. Could do. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're not interested in checking it out, because, hey, you know what I mean? Like, some people aren't, right? Some people would rather play RPGs and listen to them and stuff like that, and I totally understand. But feel free to drop by the stream anytime, Flippy, and ask about it. After tomorrow, of course, because I won't know till then. Exactly, Mr. Bone, yeah. That's what I love. I love having that stuff, because people are already asking questions about the world, right? And the nice thing, too, this is the most important thing, right? We talked about the whole rust monster thing. Few things are as frustrating as that, and as a DM, when you say, like, alright, so, not for me, I mean, I'm a World War II buff, but I'm going to use World War II as an example because a lot of people do use it, right? It's a great setting. Wonderful setting. So many cool things happen. But let's do World War II. Alright, so it's 1946, and Germany's coming in over here, and you got Japan over it, and then your players are like, no, actually Japan wouldn't be there in 1946. In fact, I don't even know if the war was still on in 1946. I'm gonna Google that. It's fine. You know, that's players, and that's fine. Like, people that know things want to share that knowledge. Like, people always want to feel smart. Problem is, they don't realize every time they do something like this, they take away from the role-playing experience, right? Maybe the DM should have researched it a little bit more. Yes, he should have. But at the same time, maybe the players could have just stepped back in suspension of disbelief. Unfortunately, both of those things need to happen. The players and the DM need to work together, but more often than not, it doesn't happen as well as you'd like. So the best thing to do is just say, okay, look, I know you think you know stuff about 1920s, but guess what? It's an alternate fucking universe, and I made it up. So, no, that didn't happen. You know? And it's not that you're trying to be a douche. It's just, you do want to have that card in the back of your pocket, so when someone's like, oh, but shouldn't this? Normally you say yes. Like, 9 times out of 10, you always want to agree with the players, not just because it makes it easier, but most of the time, yeah, it's like, there's no reason not to let the player feel smart. But sometimes it does push the scenario or the campaign a little bit away from what you were hoping for. And I'm not really someone who railroads, per se. I have like a super freeform style of DMing, but sometimes it's still nice to keep the setting where you'd sort of like it. So we're going to go ahead and smelt a bunch of hematite up. We'll see if we can get somebody doing that. Because I would like to. Do a forge? Did I not build a forge? It's a smelter? curious. I really want to get more copper picks, actually. A little bit of a problem. Okay. Furnace, no. Forge? Where are you at, little buddy? It's not in a workshop, is it? Well, I don't see it. I think it looks like one of these guys, though, like the smelter. Well, we'll look for it later. Either way, let's see if we have somebody that can do that. An armorer! Perfect! Well, let's go ahead and have this be Wes Clayton. Our new armorer. The man who's going to be in charge of making probably all the weapon and armor around here. Give him blacksmithing and furnace operating as well. Those are pretty handy. He's an adequate armor smith. Maybe not the best, but he's the guy we're putting in charge. So how do I want this? Oops, did that backwards. I always feel bad, like, I can ramble for days. I can talk your ear off and I can have a great time doing it. But, you know, maybe it's not the best for a stream, especially when I'm not, like, talking about what I'm doing. Because, like, talking about, like, role-playing games while playing Dwarf Fortress, I mean, it's not that unrelated. But part of me still feels like it was a bit silly. I also noticed I put a bunch of chairs where I shouldn't have chairs. That's a curious thing to do. Well, that's hey, Crazy Glitch, how you doing? Yeah, it is. Here's the thing, like, the players, no matter how good they are, right? Like, I've met some incredible role players in my time. The Holding Ground is for a future waterfall. Yeah, we're gonna have a, well, for sure we're gonna have a moat, but I preferably will have a waterfall. It's just probably what's gonna happen is we're gonna end up with FPS death. Okay, Valen just shit out a kid. I don't know how that happened. Let's get Crazy Glitch in here, though. Glassmaker, leather worker. That sounds like my kind of guy. I'm not assuming anything about you, Crazy Glitch. That you like to wear leather, that you like your leather tight, that you like to make it yourself. But I am saying that you seem like the kind of guy who could make leather if I asked you to. So we're gonna set that up for you. And I don't think I have one. No. Leatherworks. But yeah, I've played some pretty incredible role players in my time. Some people I've learned a lot from when I was younger. But I don't think they're supposed to be spore-based, but it's hard to say. But I always just assume that even the best player still has issues with a lot of things that the average player does. Again, player knowledge versus character knowledge being one of them. And so, you do as much as you can to prevent that. You know what I mean? It just makes it an easier experience for everyone, and that way there's no animosity, there's no like, whoa, 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 no, don't do that. Because I always feel bad as a DM when I say no. 9 times out of 10, like, if I make a puzzle, or if I have a whatever, oh my god, SJ just had a baby too. Babies popping out everywhere. My goodness, and I hate babies. Not in real life, I like them, but in this game, they're terrible. But it's just the worst, man. Is the worst to say no to a player. So I'm like always one of those people, like, if somebody comes up with the wrong answer, but their solution makes sense, I always say yes. I'm always like, yeah, okay, sure. You know, or if the players say, I'm gonna do something really stupid, I'm always like, yeah, all right, let's see how this happens. But again, I'm really freeform. Some DMs are not into that, and that's okay. You don't have to be, you know? But it's something I advocate. So I might just split this into 2 separate Great Halls. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure. But I think that is what I do. That's a meeting hall. That's a meeting hall. Yeah. And then that's a free room. Alright, cool. Got lots of stuff. Can't wait for leather production. Can't wait for winter so that we can actually finish our moat. Yeah, totally crazy glitch. I think the problem, though, is a lot of us get our start with Dungeons and Dragons, or Pathfinder, or something similar, right? Which can be great. I've sort of weaned off it slowly, but that was my start as well. But Dungeons and Dragons is first and foremost a tabletop miniature combat game. Now, eventually it became a role-playing game, but it's still heavily combat. My God, Trissy Lion! Stop! Where are these kids coming from? I don't even know. But yeah, you know, it's just when you have like a combat-heavy game and you sort of reward players for going forth and killing things and having very little role-playing, especially because in games like Dungeons and Dragons, you don't have interesting skills for out of combat. You know? That's the problem. For me, Call of Cthulhu, it has some similar issues. But what I always do is I always give players skills like, I don't know, geology or history or whatever like that. And then people always feel good when they use something that no one else has or something they're good at. But in Dungeons and Dragons, it's not that simple, like everyone sort of fights. And that's sort of the little issue with it, in my opinion. So, the more you focus it on combat, the more the glory is in combat, the more the players feel rewarded for hitting something. And everything else kind of slows the game down. Like in D&D, I love puzzles. But a lot of us have those moments where it's like, ugh, I don't want to solve this puzzle. We were having fun like going through and hitting stuff, you know? Or, more importantly, how many of us have had the session where you go to the town? I have. It normally is terrible. You know, unfortunately, it just doesn't normally work out with the Dungeons and Dragons crowd. You're like, okay, guys, we're going to go to the town today. That's the whole session. You're going to talk to people. You're going to go to the inn. You're going to buy stuff. And what people do is they go and they're like, I want to buy rope, long staff, 10-foot staff, and all the dumbest shit you've ever thought of. And I'm like, what? Like, just the dumbest shit, because they think they're going to use it somehow. Then you have the one guy, what's the best sword I can get? Two-handed sword. Well, what kind is it's a two-handed sword? It's a good one. Great sword. Pretty good. It's the best one you can buy. Is it magic? Oh, maybe it's a +1, but that would be really expensive. Well, I just want the magic sword. It's like, okay, look, Timothy, please. Dude, we talked about this with the rust monsters. Stop. You're killing me. And it ends up not being a fun session at all. Well, I mean, that could be. I actually don't really watch other people roleplay too often, but there's one or two people I've watched that I've enjoyed. But I'm much more of like a narrative-heavy role player. That's why I like my favorite setting of all time. It's Vampire the Masquerade. Big World of Darkness guy, you know, playing stuff like that. So I'm much more into the narrative than the combat and the stuff like that. And yeah, yes, unfortunately my players aren't, because they're newer again. But that's okay, you know, we can still make it work out. Just you gotta feed everybody a little bit of something. You gotta keep tricking them, and you gotta make them think that they get rewarded for doing things. Like, you sort of like treat them almost like animals, right? Like, you know, it's like, oh, was that Timmy? Timmy rolled his first diplomacy roll, guys. You give him a little bit of cheese. And then later, Timmy's like, I want to roll diplomacy. I'm going to talk that guard into letting us in. I'm like, Timmy, that's not good enough anymore. You want the cheese, you're not going to get it. You can make that roll, but you're not going to get any cheese for it. He's like, well, how do I get the cheese? I'm like, all you're going to have to do is you're going to have to tell me what you say. And Timmy's like, well, Craggar says my sword is big and you better fuck off, guard man. And I'm like, that wasn't great, Timmy, but I'll give you a little bit of cheese for that. You know what I mean? That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. It ain't easy being a DM. But I can't quit. I've tried. Just too much love for the hobby. Oh well. So Mr. Bone, Borrowed Bullets, may still be in chat, but he is proud member of this late night community we have going on, and yes, he's a list man. He's the kind of man that writes way too much of everything down. He's the kind of guy that looks at a D100 and he says, well, I bet we can make you bigger. You know? And there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, everybody has something they like. OCD is a bitch, absolutely. Thankfully, I was born lacking a lot of it, which is not in character for most people that are into the things I'm into. By that I mean nerds. Calm down, everybody. Also, I'm like a fairly... It's weird, so... I do have OCD, but only when it comes to, like, art. Like, if I'm, like, making an art. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter what it is, but I'll get my moment where I'm like... Oh, do we not have beds? Oh... We have so much carpentry, though. And I say that... But I'm pretty sure I actually only have like one carpenter. So can we fix that? Let's go find somebody to fix. Okay, we have a lot of farmers. Perhaps too many. A milker. What the hell is a milker? Sounds like a carpenter to me. Let's go ahead and give you a promotion. Planter, planter, planter. Those are good. Man, so many farmers, though. Okay, so what exactly do you do? You mill, you geld, you spin. Garbage. Carpentry. New one. Give me another. A glass maker. Actually, we do need one of these. I think there was somebody here. I forgot to... Let's do Metalliturtle. Glassmaker's good. Ranger's less good. Herpy is in love with things like the Rangers. Mason? I like that. That's good. Oh, did I just rename the wrong person? Oh, that wasn't somebody. I don't think so, though. Okay, well, we'll make Rimtar here. Okay, don't hunt anything. Get onto... we need more masons as well, actually. And some more stone detailers would be great. Okay, Dobar and Limmel do that. Good news, guys. The Tylenol actually did something. Normally it doesn't with migraines. But there's always a chance because it is a anti... What's the word? Swelling. Sorry. When I get migraines again. So, fun thing about migraines. They're different for everybody. But for me, they cause a lot of pressure. They actually like push against my brain. and my eyeballs, which is a bad thing. So sometimes I like lose some of my vision, or all of it in one of my eyes if I get really unlucky with a migraine. But also sometimes I have like trouble thinking as well when I'm migrained up. So it could be, thank you, anti-inflammatory, yes. So Tylenol can be an anti-inflammatory. It's either Tylenol or Advil, I forget which one. They're slightly different. And one of them also makes you bleed more. And I could normally tell you which was which, but I couldn't right now. But yeah, so I think it's like caused my swelling in my one eye to go down because I'm able to see, which is good. But yeah. Not that I can blame all of my, you know, terrible way of speaking and inability to think on a migraine, because certainly I just get my moments where it's like, you know, currently 5 a.m. here, and I'm just like, Oh, that's cool, Mr. Bone. I've had ups and downs. For the most part, though. Okay, so the actual farmers here. Let's look. We got Flex Point. I think I need to go through these guys at some point. Okay, but the planters ain't the important ones. Lorbam, Graz, Yonan, Plutonium, Edge, Flex Point. Plutonium. Edge. Oh, if I extend this, I can see. They do. Perfect. We're looking for planters. Going in. Zillion, yeah. Might be some people upset that I'm kicking them out of their beds, but it's okay. Again, we'll go through this stuff later. And make sure everything's working fine. But for right now, I just want to like get sort of a start of it. What we'll eventually be doing is using the burrows system, which is pretty good. And that lets you easily sort of set people apart. Like, farmers can only go here, here, and here, and stuff like that. Which is great. Yeah, so I used to get like super bad migraines, like massively terrible, when I was like younger, and it was a huge issue. And then I actually, I couldn't tell you why, but for some reason after becoming like vegetarian, they got better, or at least they're less common. I think part of it is because my diet's like a lot better because of it, but I couldn't tell you. It's just one of those things you notice and you're like, I'll take this. You know what I mean? But every once, like, I get them a lot less frequently too. But sadly, you know, I still get them. It's actually interesting. So, speaking of diet, well, anyway. Another story for maybe another time. Leather armor would probably be pretty good. Let's get some leather armor going. Feel good about that. Nice. Let's get some mechanisms here. We really, I can't believe this whole time I have not set up the sorry, the hospital. That's crazy. It's crazy. Nice, crazy glitch. I can dig it. What am I doing here? Oh, there we go. Oh, I don't have any doors. What? Oh, yeah, the dwarves arrived. Yeah, I forgot you guys existed. We've been dealing with filthy humans up until this point. What time y'all showed up? Oh my god, that cat noise. Okay, we still have idlers here. We have woodcutter. You weren't my original woodcutter, were you? No, and you won't be. Welcome, my friend, to rock crafting. Stone crafting, rather. Bowyer. Is that someone who makes bows? It actually is! Legit! That's fine. Yo, we can set up a cook, actually. I'm surprised I haven't done that yet. I mean, I was really excited about the guy who makes bows, but you don't make bows that often, so... let's just put you on stone crafting as well. I was really excited, though. Okay, let's get some craft dwarfy stuff. Damn humans like elves, but smelly. Yeah, you can actually have the elves declare war on you if you cut down too much trees. I've actually done that, Mr. Bone. I've done... Granted, it was a long time ago on stream, but I did the Arctic or whatever. Yeah, where it was. Basically like the Arctic, though. So I'm going to go ahead and say the only thing I really care about is silk. If you could just get that. Good, because I'm just worried about things. Aside from that, yeah, I'm good for everything. Oh, no, I'm not, actually. I said I was good for everything, but plum helmet spawn and seeds are all good, thanks. Yeah, elves also get upset if you sell them wood items, yeah. You have to be careful because that includes the bin that you're putting your goods in. So you have to haul them there in bins and then manually take them out. Which is fun. But yeah, you know, whatever. It's all G. It's all J and the B, as I say. Why does it sound like someone died? Oh, a water buffalo died. Okay. You know, he doesn't want to go eat the non-existent grass. That's his call, not mine. I don't have time to babysit water buffalo. We do, unfortunately, need to trade here, boys. I need, like, some seeds and stuff. Do we got any crafts? Like, at all? Like, come on. Crafts, here we go. Perfect. I know we got mugs. Someone's gonna be like, but didn't you say that you really needed mugs or your doors are gonna rage out? Yeah. It did, actually. That's okay. See, what we're gonna do is this. I'm gonna queue up a whole crap load of mugs, and then the crafts are on repeat afterward. I think that's pretty smart. Hopefully that's enough mugs for everybody. I don't know if they share mugs. I don't know how the mug system works in this game. I couldn't tell you. Should probably start working on nest boxes as well. Which are actually in crafts, so we'll worry about them later. And then, yeah, I want to set up a cookery. One day Toto will add the effect of metal on organisms. Oh god, lead cup industry. I love it. I love the sound of that. So where do we put the kitchen? I'm tempted to put it right here. I think that's fine. Do we want it in a nice room, though? I mean, this means we don't have to walk as far. Well, we could put it here. The benefit of putting it here is, you know, yeah, we could smooth that probably. Or I could be unlucky and it's all sand. Find out. I know we need seeds. Don't worry, there's seeds. We just need to finish hauling everything. And just stay friends with everyone, eventually be lord of all creation. That's the dream, right? Oh, look at that. Worked out. Beautiful. So give me a BW kitchen. No, kitchen's not K. What the hell, game? Z. Who would ever think kitchen is Z? I don't know, not me. What is this giant stockpile, by the way? What is this? Gems? Holy hell. We can get rid of that. Move all our gems downstairs. That's fine. Is Trissy the only person that trains? Who's this? No, not the baby. You're holding your baby while shooting. That's impressive. It's Fagwin. Yeah, they're starving. Did I set this up right? Because it feels like only one guy ever trains at a time. I don't know. It's like, I'll change it if I need to. Oh, here come the military. What's happening? No, those are miners. Okay, we got one more finished goods bin coming. Still coming. Who's moving a bin? Moving bin. Bring item to depot. Dr. Acceleron, the bookkeeper. Come on, you. Speaking of the bookkeeper, by the way, gonna go here. We're gonna customize his job real quick and set him on highest precision. So that's how I roll. I know he doesn't have a room yet. He will very shortly. Who are you? Because that's not happening there, Tim. This is Dr. Acceleron's. Borrowed's gonna get the room with the gems in it. See, he works hard. Throne room or study. It's fine. Okay, I think that completes your thing. Yeah, sweet. I really need to set hotkeys for moving around, but I always forget what the hotkey button is, so it never ends up mattering. It's like Alt 1 F4 235 or some crap. I think that was completely wrong, but I know it is a weird combination of things. And I never remember how the hotkey, my viewpoint somewhere. There he is. He's getting weak. He's real thirsty from hauling it. Come on, Acceleron, you can do it. I believe in you. Perfect, nice. Okay, trade. What do we got? Oh, baby! Do we have some stuff? Alright. Apparently we want to give some of our splints away. Well, thanks. So you can do the cheap thing, which is you don't give the bins themselves. But the bins are worth some value. Just gonna do a little bit of this. Pretty nice mugs we're tossing away here, but... Carving of a Wolverine, man. Just give that whole bin, that's fine. This whole bin... I just didn't want to get rid of the ones with, It's fine. Didn't want to get rid of, like, the splints and crutches and stuff. H hotkeys, F2, Z zoom, and rename. Thank you. Okay, so what do we want here? Let's do the important stuff. Silk. Silk thread. Okay. Take it for now. Now. Let's do seeds. Yeah, I thought I told you guys I wanted like hella seeds. Lump. Nice. Now we're talking. All these plump helmets. I'm excited to get the kitchen up, actually. It's going to make people here a lot happier. Yeah. Now we can just look through. What do you got? We can get some glass. I mean, eventually we're going to be making tons of glass, actually. I don't really need this, but I'm kind of tempted to buy it, because we can. Sure. Okay. Ropes? Cheap ropes would be nice. We can honestly, we can just buy cloth though. Cat cages? Yeah, I'll buy those. Nickel and tin cages, yeah. I like to buy cages because, you know, stuff in them. Drake and goose and cows. Don't need a cow. Well, maybe we do get a cow. We'll hold on until we have a male cow, but I think eventually this is a good idea. Get a little bit of milk. Some rum. I don't see what I'm looking for here. There we go. Let's get a leather bin. Wow, that cloth is expensive. Holy shit. Really? Why does pigtail cloth have varying values? It doesn't look like it does, really. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. We'll just grab leather instead of cloth. What do you use cloth for, anyway? Just nothing important. Bags and stuff like that, which are totally things we need, but we should be able to make some. We have some production. I think we'll be happy with this. Oh, some bolts, maybe? You got any nice one? Copper bolts? Yeah, I'll take that. I know we could make it ourselves, but... Oh yeah, we're always about getting lobsters and fish. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this. Just get tons of food and stuff. Look at all this. Oh man. Okay, that's good. That's done. Take your massive profit. I'm down with it. What? What do you mean? What is it? You think we're trying to short sell you here? Fine, you can take back some of your expensive leather. More of your expensive leather? I won't take those either. I mean, I did want the pigtail seeds, though. I mean, we won't take the plump helmet spawn with the giant spider silk thing. Ah, fine. Great. Excellent. Good job, boys. All cows are oh. All cows are female. That's bull. That's pretty good, Borrowed. Pretty good. Very careful, though. It's the kind of thing you say before you get shot. Just a little warning, you know. Not a threat, just a warning. So all our guys are happy. No water source. Yeah, I mean, we can set that up. Okay, we could build a well right now. Oh, we don't have a chain. My dang. Thought we at least had like one rope somewhere. Okay, let's do it right now. Hotkeys. Gates. Yeah, where's that at? Okay, good, good. And then let's do hotkeys. F2. Zoom here. Change name. This is Great Hall. Or Great Hal. That's fine too. Oh man, that's so easy. Alright. Man, I should have been doing this the whole time. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, rename this to Workshop. And then we'll get the tower as well. I feel like such a derp. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That's incredible. Damn it. Either way. Did we already make all other armor? That's pretty impressive. Let's make some quivers. So we good. Oh, we made a lot of mugs already. Oh, I'll take it. So, clothier shop makes rope? Yeah. Like a whole bunch. People are like, please, our clothes are falling off. We're naked. The world sucks. I just want some new threads. No. Listen. Alright? I just want a little rope. So we can hang the upper class. But more importantly, right, what we should all really be thinking is, I need this lever, by the way. Might be good. Eventually we'll move that lever, but I want to have it. Is, you know, for building a well, so that people can drink, or potentially give water to somebody that needs it, because I don't know who needs water, but somebody's freaking out about it. It looks like we're starting to, you know, smooth these tiles. I'm feeling good. Feeling good with our smooth crew. Ah, man. Times. Well, I think that's, I tried, boys. We got a little further, but I think that is going to be it for me. Normally I try for like another hour, but not tonight, sadly. Either way, y'all have, wow. Y'all have a nice night. I'll see it. Well, I'll see some of you tomorrow, maybe, for the RPG session. And if I don't, that's alright, because Dwarf Fortress will be coming back the day after, which I believe makes it a Monday? Yeah. Monday or Tuesday, depending on your time zone. Yeah, good night, yeah. Feel free, I'm going to do the little shill moment, so drop out quick before I do, but feel free to pop a follow if you haven't. I know a bunch of you have. You're good, honest folk. But you don't have to either way. Does make me feel good in the morning, though. Alright, see y'all then. Bye.